All right, welcome. Episode 85 of Hip Hop High Society presents the Roundtable Hip Hop Discussion. 85, we are creeping up to those 100 episodes, yo. Make sure y'all share the link. Get up in here now while we yapping before we get into the serious topics we got at hand. But of course, I would be amiss if I didn't introduce my esteemed and somewhat beautiful Paul's co-host. So that's a good way to put it.
I'll take that.
Give the pause beforehand. But first and foremost of the culture decide.
I was gonna say thank you.
Oh, why thank you. What's up, everybody? It's Lee, the culture decides. We here, 85, like Dee said. And like I said last time, share it with your mother, your uncle, your brother, your sister, everybody in your family. People you don't like, everybody you do like, they need to see this too.
You dig? Appreciate that. And of course, we got the hardest working guy. I'm gonna say it. I know you don't like it, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
Obi, you got this right this time.
No, I don't like compliments. I'm not beautiful and I'm not hardworking and I don't like to hear it. So, but I'm glad to be here. Happy to see everybody.
It's good to see you, brother. Then we got the one and only. What am I to that, Dale, bro? You messing up.
I got my haircut.
Out here looking beautiful.
Not before.
Right.
Not before.
Hey, it's good to see you, though, brother. And introducing the one and only Justin the Juice Ellis. He's gonna be subject to our DOD later. He came through to get the criticism face to face. You gotta respect that. So good to see you, brother. How you doing, man? You good to go, brother?
Well, thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks for showing up, man. The more the merrier, I always say.
I'm great. I appreciate
when we talking hip hop. So let's get into the first topic we got at hand. CyHi coming together. I feel like it's been like 3 weeks of CyHi. After this is a break. No more CyHi for about 4 more weeks. But CyHi The Prynce, this is J. Cole in a 2026 song for a song that came out in 2016. A little bit late. I guess late is better than never, right? So there is a let me pull this up real quick. We got the article, which I don't know why everybody's trying to diss J. Cole these days, but here we go. We got a new song called Bruh, Lost Control, B-R-A, Lost Control. CyHi The Prynce has taken aim at J. Cole on his latest track, Bruh, Lost Control, produced by Brian Allday and Mark Bird. The bars heavily song reminds the longtime Kanye West affiliate attempting to strip Cole of his self-proclaimed best rapper alive status, a crown he has frequently laid claim to himself. Aside from the competitive nature of hip-hop, it seems CyHi still has a bone to pick with the Dreamville star over his 2016 track False Prophets, which was widely interpreted as a diss against his former good music label Boss Ye. I've been hearing a lot of N-words claim the best rapper alive. Two things can be true. That's a factual lie. He opens Bruh, Lost Control before referencing Cole's brief rap battle with Kendrick Lamar. You were scared of our good brother in that Grand National. Why? Should have knew it. You and that little Honda was going to have to collide. All right. Did any of y'all hear the diss track? I will play it for sure. I get dinged. And what
throwing in rice. Throwing in rice. You shoot, it's like shooting that guy. Like, bro, you shooting all in the air for nothing. You ain't hitting shit. He gonna be in that Honda selling CDs while you trying to diss me. And nah. If this is like any credence to False Prophets, this is even lamer. Cause that's like you said, it's like over 10 years. So who gives a fuck? And second, bro, like CyHi has good penmanship, but nobody wants to run to CyHi The Prynce. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah, this is
his
like
penmanship's
his
great.
moment. he wanted to hop on like them dudes that was pulling up, like, yo, listen to my freestyle, Cole. That was giving that. It's giving that. He wants to have that moment too, while Cole is popping. But I'm just like, all right, bro, chill out. You know what I'm saying? You was doing a lot of yapping on the tweets. You know what I'm saying? Now you're doing a lot of yapping in the booth, I guess, but not for your own cause to address something. Like, maybe go drop a project. I don't know, something.
Yeah, I feel like he probably has a project coming. That's what I feel like. That's the only reason he's doing it. Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah, I like the song. I didn't think it was like a great track. The part I do think is funny is kind of what you guys were alluding to is like it's been 10 years and he's still taking shots about that. But then like from last week's episode, people are mad at 50 Cent for taking like a week to respond to T.I. So it's like, is there a time limit or is there not a time limit?
10 years is too damn long, bro. Like, people had kids by that time.
Yo, the kid is in fucking damn near middle school.
Exactly. Like, bro, if I had a kid when that song came out, you cannot be with me or drop a diss about me when I'm taking my kid to middle school. Like, come on now. You gotta make a decision. You're gonna do it while the baby's not don't have consciences, or I'm not gonna wait till the baby got conscience for you to diss me now. It's over.
He got friends, he got hobbies, he might have a part-time job.
Nigga, he had a basketball game. I'm listening to this at a basketball game, nigga. Turn this shit off.
Let's play I'll play this real quick what Mickey Fat says. No statute limitation. Let's see what they check this out.
I personally feel that this is hip hop.
Okay.
And I don't know if niggas need a reason to diss niggas, man. I'm sorry. As a rapper, I don't know if niggas need reasons, bro. Like niggas don't be needing reasons, bro. Like I think this era that we in, these niggas are soft, man. I'm sorry. These niggas are soft, man.
No.
Cause look, man.
Wow.
Why? Look at why Jay dissed Nas. Jay dissed Nas because Nas didn't show up to the studio. Jay dissed Nas.
He felt like Nas was big time with him. I remember that.
Because Nas didn't show up to the studio.
A lot of people not privy to that lore, you know?
You know what I'm saying? Like Kendrick
felt like Nas wasn't feeling him.
Kendrick named about 12 MCs for no reason at all. And niggas said, this is the greatest moment of all time. There was no reason except for I just want competition. And the same niggas was like, yes. Drake didn't like that, and that's why they have beef. Like we older. Everyone on this call is older. We all got grays in our hair. We remember.
We lived through it all.
We lived through the P Cutter mixtapes. You didn't need a reason to diss anybody.
There you have it. Do you need a reason to diss anybody, which would nullify the statute of limitations?
I mean,
go ahead. My bad.
Oh no, go ahead.
I just say my 2 cents. So my 2 cents is that I think the reason is that it is clout, and I think that I guess the way I look at rap, like diss tracks, is the same as I look at battle rap. It's just all just bullshit until somebody's really ready to fight. So most of the time nobody's really about to fight. So it's clout because then nobody's really about to fight about it at the end of the day. So Jay-Z, Nas, they wasn't gonna fight. You know what I mean? Unless you're talking about folks that actually really about that life. It's just talk at the end of the day. That's my perspective. So to me, there's no time frame, because if you're gonna talk shit, you can talk shit until somebody's gonna stop you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's my 2 cents.
Yeah. Not wrong, brother.
I mean, they say it's a competitive sport, so I do think in that sense, if you feeling like it, you know what I'm saying, you want to get in the booth and you feeling froggy, then go ahead, but just be prepared to know that it could go any way, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I do think I would like to see people do, like, you know, the verses in the sense of, it doesn't even have to be like, oh, we're gonna hop on the verses stage. Like, just drop something and be like, yo, whoever feeling like they bad right now, you know what I'm saying, hop up on the mic, you know what I'm saying? So
open challenge.
Yeah, open challenge. Let's see more of that.
WWE.
Yeah,
the
United
open
States
cage.
You know what I'm saying? Hell in the Cell. Let's go.
See, personally, I think there is a little bit of that statute of limitations where it's like, yeah, why are you responding to false prophets over 10 years later.
Yeah, that part
like,
I'm like, oh,
right
okay.
after J. Cole dropped his double album that people have been waiting for, and he's like super in the news again, right? You know what I mean? It seems like this situation is CyHi clout chasing and trying to get attention off of J. Cole, in my personal opinion. Where it's kind of interesting, these other situations that Mikey brought up, it's like, those are different. Like the Jay and Nas one, like that's being petty, and petty is different than clout chasing. Right.
Yeah.
The Kendrick one was kind of like a call to action. It wasn't a diss track. It wasn't he's calling, you know what I mean? Of like wanting real MCs to come out. Like that's what that was at the time. Like that wasn't a diss. This is CyHi like chasing after J. Cole, who doesn't think about CyHi at all, isn't paying attention to CyHi. He's focused on his album he just dropped that everybody's talking about him.
Niggas
and now
in
all
the Honda Civic passing out CDs.
And now all of a sudden, 12 years later, or whatever, 10 years later, CyHi has got something to say.
Did he even mention CyHi in that? Did he mention CyHi in that false prophet?
No, he just mentioned Kanye West, and since CyHi and Kanye are friends,
exactly.
See, that's even more crazy because it's like, bro, you didn't even catch the stray. You just catching
your
the stray.
man's caught the stray.
Yeah,
the man's that don't fuck with you though. He don't. He don't fuck with you.
At some point, man, it has to be said. If you are below me, and I mean this in all respect, but if I'm J. Cole and you CyHi, boy, I'm putting my feet on the table on you. Disrespectfully. I ain't about to respond.
You know what? I don't know. CyHi has written a lot of stuff for folks though. He's probably sold more records than J. Cole off of his writing. You know,
writing, yes, but off you.
That's the criticism.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the criticism though, is because we like same age now, dog. Like we kind of washed now. You feel me? The thing is, bro, you spent the brunt of your career as the ghostwriter when you are honestly a better rapper than the guy that you were ghostwriting for, right? Like you had more potential. Like, is anybody debating that CyHi is a better rapper than Kanye West? I mean, come on now.
Yeah, rapper wise, but making music is something different. Like Kanye West can do it all.
But you can find a producer if you got the bars, bro. You can find maybe not Kanye West, but you can find a producer. You can get out here. The problem is like CyHi was too loyal to this cat. You feel me? You sat there for what 7-8 years. You got one album, dog.
But it's Kanye West though.
Who cares? You got one album, dog.
Nah, you can't say
he wants to work and make music. Common came after CyHi and got like 3 albums on good music, dog. If I'm not mistaken.
Did he?
That's disrespectful. At least 2.
I mean, my also part is that it's not even the best of Kanye's career that he was writing for.
He's
to be honest with you.
I mean, what era was this?
I think he's mostly Yeezus, Life of Pablo, and after that.
Okay, I don't like.
Well, Good Summer, yeah, Good Summers is kind of when he came out. Yeah,
that's fair. Yeah, but even then, that's kind of was like. I was iffy on Good Summer. Like I liked it, but not because of Kanye's lyrics particularly.
I mean, if we talking about the track that he dropped, to me, if you trying to say this is why you should be the star, it's not it. Like it's not that's sticking against the wall. True. So if this is your time to show, yo, bro, I'm supposed to be the artist, this is not it at all. Maybe you should have dropped the EP with showing what you've been up to.
Well, just make music, bro. Just make music, bro. Don't try to like dish your way into stardom. Just like make a song, my nigga.
Like on Wale shit. Yeah, go ahead.
2011 CyHi The Prynce had some great music. Like I'm talking about immaculate. You ain't got to diss a nigga for clout, man. Drop the same mixtapes you were dropping when I was in college.
Yeah, I agree. The reason matters.
I just got a question.
Go ahead.
I just got a quick question. So what is the line between a diss and just a clever line?
If you just
because to me this is barely a diss in my opinion. You know, like when does it necessitate a response? Because he didn't really say much to me that would, if he's not fighting words. You know what I mean? So I don't know where's that line at?
I guess just talking about me. I guess if you could get in contact with me, you could tell me all this stuff. Like it's not hard to get in contact with J. Cole. It ain't like J. Cole is like Lil Wayne. I'm not gonna answer the call. J. Cole probably answer the call to a nigga with 9 to 5 any day. So if he can answer a 9 to 5 call, he can answer CyHi The Prynce. Be like, yo, man, I ain't like what you said on that song 10 years ago. And click. And J. Cole been like, you know what? You right. I'm sorry. And then kept it pushing. But
no, he has some direct. I'm looking at the lyrics right now. He said something about y'all claiming to be the best rapper alive, and then moved on to say, "Oh, you scared of our good brother in a Grand National? Should have knew you and that little Honda was going to collide." And then he moves on to say, "Tell St. John that them raps just ain't jaw dropping," and something about I still owe you for false prophets. So I don't know. He was kind of like trying to make it known in that point.
He admitted it. He literally was tag Cole like, "What's up?" You know what I'm saying? Like, he is flexing his Twitter muscles. The Twitter fingers are twittering, dog. He might respond to this shit.
He's saying that he's calling him pussy for apologizing. So you know.
Yeah, I mean, the funny part.
I don't know.
The funny part is if it is just a couple lines and we're not going to say it's like if it's not a diss track, it's funny that to the internet it's going to be known as a diss track regardless, right? Like that's the level of track this is. It's not like people are like blown away by it. They're interested in it because of those shot lines, basically.
Yeah. Which kind of like go back to what Justin was saying. It seems like I think the reason for beefing does matter, right? If you have a legit beef, it kind of makes the beef more palatable. Where if it's just you know what I mean?
That was crazy. That was crazy. Nah, I had to.
Bro, I was in my good college enunciation using big college words and fucking fucked it up. But anyway.
Immaculate. Or beef, I should say, sorry.
I can't stand this. Where's the pause? But it was a mute button. But anyway. The reason matters, like what we've invested with the beef with Kendrick and Drake is because like they really didn't like each other, right? I don't really think CyHi necessarily doesn't like Cole. It seems like it's just a clout chasing move, right? To me, you know what I'm saying? Like you're 40 something years old. Is like I need to get popping. Beef is what drives the internet right now, right? That's what got people up here now. So fuck it, I'm just gonna throw rocks at the throne, and I think that's kind of whack. Particularly for CyHi, it's supposed to be kind of a conscious dude. You feel me? At least that's why I peeped. So it's kind of my 2 cents.
Yeah, no, like lyrically, he's supposed to be above that kind of stuff, it feels like. So it just seems like he's taking a step down to try to take 2 steps up, I guess.
Unity, man. You're supposed to be my the Black History Project. You're supposed to be conscious CyHi. You're talking about fucking street rappers and these college kids rapping. It's terrible.
Hey,
no, that shit was so stupid.
Yeah, come on, bro. Like you're supposed to be CyHi The Prynce, dog. College is whack now. Reading ain't it fundamental? Like,
hey,
I just don't like the way he's carrying about.
Prince gotta get out that throne and act up. You watch Game of Thrones?
Allegedly from Stone Mountain, Georgia.
Oh,
yeah,
you expect a Georgia nigga to act with common sense?
It's Stone Mountain though, dog. You know,
Stone Mountain ain't nothing to trifle with, so nah.
Yeah.
Oh wait! I know what this is for. I'm seeing on Reddit. He announced a documentary that's coming out this Friday, so tomorrow, that is going to talk about the downfall of good music labels. So this is why he's doing it.
He got a doc coming out.
Well, we knew it wasn't an album. That's for fucking sure.
Yeah, he's probably gonna announce it in the documentary. He's gonna be like, album coming too after. This is a part of the rollout. I see the vision.
I hate it.
2028.
I mean, the doc might be good.
If it gets people talking, is there a time limit? Is there,
It's just so whack.
The doc is good.
It's whack. It's definitely whack, but I guess the people will decide, if they tune in to the documentary, if it was worth it.
Yeah.
Maybe
I finally see why 2 Chainz got signed.
I mean, it is something to this. Let me throw this out to y'all, man. It is something to like when you see a Dame Dash interview, right? And when Dame Dash goes to any interview, like the third question is going to be like, oh, so what happened with Jay-Z? Like, what's Jay-Z? He's all Jay-Z. I think there's a little bit of that with fucking CyHi too, like if CyHi gets invited anyway, is there any doubt that the second, third question? So with Ye, you still talk to Ye? What's going on with Ye? Does Ye? You know what I mean? So this
Why did Jim Jones try to fight you? Like,
so it's something to be said when you're a man crafting your legacy, but your legacy is tied to another man, right? So this might be kind of like I need to do something to separate CyHi from like Ye's legacy. You know what I mean? People do weird shit when your legacy on the line. You get a little older. It's like, bro, I gotta go all in. You feel me? And this to me might be something like that. You know what I mean? What do y'all think about that? The whole little legacy tied to. How would you feel being tied to another person for your whole career? That's kind of crazy to me. You know what I mean?
Is it Kanye West?
I don't care who it was, though.
Nah, bro. Like, if you were tied down to Jay, like, are we talking about like the Mecca of guys, like the niggas that move mountains?
You can't move a mountain, Dale?
You what?
Can you not? You don't feel like you can do what another man can do, Dale?
Are you crazy?
I don't like
So
that.
CyHi is Memphis Bleak, is what you're saying.
Ooh,
Yeah, bro,
God,
like,
man, let me find this
my
button.
mentor?
Let me find this motherfucking. Where's the
You
at?
must
though?
not let her flashing lights.
I like
if man, you crazy. What do I know? Nah, that's my man's. That's like Tony Yayo on 50 Cent. That's my man's. I gotta act up because
that's terrible. That's a terrible. You want to be Tony Yayo?
What, bro? Nah, bro.
He gonna be on that flight.
You were around when G Unit was around.
Yo, I'm eating duck in Morocco. You want to be that dude? I'm with 50 eating.
Hey, in a ski mask and a fur.
Escargot.
I'm at Morocco. Catch me in Morocco. In a fur. That's my man. Now I'm not.
I don't know. Dell is selling me on it. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not saying dick ride,
Nah.
but that's my man's though.
Nah, bro. I think a dude like CyHi would like to have, especially with all the music he's put out. You know, I think at the end of the day, it's gonna be like your legacy on the line. You may not make no top list, but you want to have your own name, dog. You don't want to be known your career as Kanye's ghostwriter.
Okay, D, tell me this: if your legacy extended because of you standing beside somebody, now you didn't follow everything they did, but just because, like, oh shoot, this guy chose me to be a right or left hand man, you wouldn't take that and still do what you do,
Bro,
or
I
would
ain't
you
built.
just wouldn't be-
I ain't built like that, dog.
Nah, I would. I definitely would. Nah.
I'm not built to be Robin. I don't want to be Boy Wonder.
Hey, you
dog.
could be Nightwing then. You could grow up be Nightwing. It takes time to be Nightwing. We all gotta be Robin sometimes.
But now he's
Robin
known
at
as the
38.
dude. Now he's gonna be known as the dude that tried to diss Cole and failed. Like, you know,
Yeah,
is
He
that
didn't
better?
respond.
For Kanye too. That's the funny part.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
that's
Is that better?
you're just fucking holding it down for Kanye harder a decade later after a diss. Like, that's not gonna help separate you.
Now we gotta see what he says on the documentary, because it's gonna be a bunch of bullshit. And people are gonna be like, "Oh, this is literally what you're gonna be remembered as." You know what I'm saying? Like, so I hope this doc is gonna really help shift the narrative about where he belongs in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Because if he's doing this to climb a list, the song so far is not gonna do that. So
He better drop the song of the year.
And one last tidbit on that. Last time, bro, you did say you wanted people to hear your side. You say, hey, I don't think y'all getting it right. I want to hear your side. I hit you up, homeboy, to give your side of the story. You didn't respond. So, CyHi, if you want to respond, you can respond. If not, you know, you might be a liar. I don't know. But that's your words, dog. So if you want to reach back out, let us know. If we got it wrong again, let us know. But, you know, respond, homeboy. But if not, good luck with the documentary and the Myth Bleak cosplay. Any last thoughts on that topic?
Hey, Memphis Bleak doing well though. That's the funny part.
Yeah. Oh, Memphis Bleak found his lane, dog. I salute Memphis Bleak, dog. He's a pretty decent interviewer from what I've seen.
I'm gonna be looking out in that documentary to see if CyHi blames J. Cole on that "Looking for Trouble" song. Somehow that ended good music. It's J. Cole's fault.
That better not end
You ruined what we had.
That better not end good music. or somebody needs to whoop Kanye West ass for letting that go.
So moving on, man. The prevailing narrative on social media lately is hip hop is dying or dead or buried or need to be resurrected like the crow. I don't know. But LC here in this video we about to watch real quick is challenging that lie. I do feel like she's been watching your list, Obi. So I know you don't like the compliment.
Listen, these people be watching, okay? They be watching. I be in their comments and everything too. So I know they watching us. I know there's a connection somehow. Okay, I ain't gonna preach.
I don't believe in coincidences. Yeah,
listen, man. that on the radar, that was looking like Obi's list. So we just need a studio now to just have people pull up and do a verse for us at this point.
Oh shit, Obi the radar. Hey,
that really is
X-Obi, and Obi will be the one hosting that shit, and we all gonna be there to give our duds live and shit.
Everybody's on the East. I'm gonna send them to Lee, and then we'll just
we all gonna go. Like, yo, D, we got some people in Florida. Let's get them.
It's over. We out of here.
You dig?
That's what I'm saying.
You dig? But we're gonna check out the video. Don't let anybody lie to you. The future hip hop is in great hands. Check it out.
Mavi, Overcast, Mike, Red Veil, Samara Sin, Larizi, Lexa Gates, Suave, Chris Patrick, Win, Marco Plus, Ben Riley, Ruben Vincent, Ray Vaughn, Mark Lux, Kai Crusade, I Am Lyric, Soul Child. And I could honestly go on for hours because this is just scratching the surface. Don't let anyone lie to you. The future of hip hop is in great hands. You know how we always talk about the blog era and just the abundance of talent that came out from that time? I feel like we're in one of those moments right now. There's just so many artists with so many different styles all popping off at the same time right now. And the only way you're not gonna get left behind is by tapping in. Underrated just dropped the new class cipher with some of the names I just mentioned. And if you're still not convinced, pause this video and go watch that right now. The display of skill, the wittiness, the lyricism, the breath, control, every single artist on there just held your own. Hopefully they put out more of these, but I feel like this is one of those videos that we're gonna look back in 10 years as a catalyst for something great. Yes, the OGs are still dropping incredible music, incredible albums, but I think the new gen deserves our attention and support as well. Stream and buy the music, go to live shows, be vocal about what you like, because we spend way too much time complaining about what we don't like. If you enjoy the music, if you enjoy a song, an album, tell a friend to tell a friend. Word of mouth is still the best way to spread music that you love, because I feel like now is just a perfect time to be a fan of rap music.
She told you niggas to touch some grass. Hey, Obi, she said your favorite rapper win.
I was gonna say, that was the part that where I zoned out for a half a second. It was like, what the fuck is going on? But outside of that, I saw a lot of good names.
What do y'all think of the list that she presented?
Not even gonna lie to you, Mike and was it Mavi, I think? Yeah, those two. Yeah, like those two guys, I forgot where I think I found them at, but their music is ridiculously good. Like, I haven't heard a bad song from Mike at all. And it's like, I think it was that album of his grandma or whatever. I forgot whatever song with Man in the Mirror is on. But yeah, like, she's right. If you don't go outside and find new music and just listen to the same old, you're going to regurgitate the same thing everybody else says. But hip-hop's not dying. Niggas just got to find music to listen to.
If anything, hip-hop is, like, more diverse than it's ever been in terms of people really tapping into, like, their regional sounds, bringing that back into play versus everyone sounding like they're from one fucking part of the world. So I feel like people are growing the confidence that, this is what, this is what Chicago sounds like. This is what, this is what California, people are really tapping into their sound, and especially the underground. And I think if you stick to just the mainstream, then you're going to get bored. But, I've seen a couple mainstream albums score below an average rating lately. So the underground, though, people are hungry. People are dropping freestyles all the time. People are literally dropping music every fucking day, a part of the underground. You don't have to wait until Friday. You know what I'm saying? You can get a random drop on a Monday. We got an underground artist right here with us today. Like, we are here. They are here. And they are being highlighted. expand your ears. I always say it, and I will continue to say it, because music is about having different experiences, and y'all stick to one experience. Expand.
Mm.
Man.
Damn.
Yeah, for me, I would say it's. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you.
Nah, you good? Go ahead, bro.
I was just gonna say, I was thinking it's funny how in the last like less than a year, I've seen this topic come up twice on social media about hip hop dying, and really it's been kind of scattered throughout, right? And then it had me thinking how recently DJ Academics was talking about getting offered paid to run hate campaigns, right?
Mhm.
And I think a similar thing could be going on here, where it's like it wouldn't be hard for a big artist or some company or what. There's multiple reasons and multiple people I could see or entities, but you could easily pay to run a hip hop is dead type of campaign and have that get pushed around every 6 months or so that, you know, like I said, there's multiple reasons for that, but I wouldn't be surprised if something like that was happening, where it just like all of a sudden starts blossoming everywhere. Some random person with some followers says hip hop is dead, and it starts a big wave, and all this is just, yeah, it's weird how it pops up out of nowhere.
Yo, it's funny that you said that, because she actually posted herself that someone had reached out to her and say, hey, if you could post, she blurred out like what the topic was about, but they were like, if you could post, we'll pay you X amount of dollars. So they are literally doing it. And she was like, this is real, y'all. Y'all need to know about it. So that's why I actually respect her as a creator. Like, she's not afraid to expose that shit. But it's not, it's making sense. And I feel like, you know, when you look at even these award shows and how they try to treat hip hop, they're trying to pull people away from hip hop. You know, they want to give the attention that hip hop gets to other genres, right? And hip hop is very much still one of the most influential genres out there. And the industry wants to take that away from them. They want to push other people, you know. But hey, I think it's weird, and I think there's people that do accept the pay, and I would love to know who they are, because you know, I'm like, I wish she would have posted what the topic was, so we could have found the people that did post about it. Be like, oh, you're on that payroll, got it.
Well, like, yeah, and if I really wanted to get into my conspiracy bag with it a little bit, it would be like, take that hip hop is dead kind of hate campaign thought process, right? And mix it with how like XXL has put out a decade straight of terrible freshman classes, when On the Radar did it super easily, super well their very first time, right? It's like, why is this garbage being pushed? Why is this thought process that hip hop is dead and dying being pushed out there like that? It just, I don't know. There's something just weird about it all to me a little bit.
Yeah, shout out to Jay Cloud out there, Spotify. Hip hop needs new leaders. Also, Spotify. There's hip hop's new leaders. Play is obvious.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, for sure. Appreciate that, Cloud.
From these 10 leaders, enjoy. Like, you know, what the fuck? Since when is that how leaders are picked out?
But
you know, especially in music.
But for the freshman list, it was only like 5 years of bad people. Like
only 5 out of the 15 years, a third of it.
I've rated them all. Go to my Instagram and check them out. You'll see. No, fuck. We gotta stop with that.
If we didn't have 16, we wouldn't have 21 Savage. Oh, was G Herbo part of that group?
Which one?
Yeah, there's like 3 good rappers and 3 high selling rappers, and then 4 to 5 terrible rappers.
Lil Dicky was on that, so yeah, Dicky was there.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's
Dicky made a good show.
Little Dicky Stray, bro. What'd he do to you? Salute. I found this topic here on Reddit, man, on the hip hop is dead discussions, especially with regards to people who consider themselves into music. There's something that's always irked me. There's been this article going on last week, so that there is no hip hop song on the Billboard Top 40. I think we covered that, and this hints at some sort of decline in the genre. For me personally, hip hop in the mainstream has been on decline since at least the early 2000s, but that's another discussion to be had. What irks me is that the commercial decline somehow being linked to the genre being dead, like rock music has been declared for quite some time now. I think it's kind of strange that people who consider themselves to be into music as a whole tend to repeat narratives like that. Like I mentioned, mainstream hip hop hasn't been all that for a long time now, but the genre is far from dead. because of lacking pop stars. It's pretty easy to find good quality rap records if you dig around the internet. An average guy in some basement can produce decent sounding rap music that blows most mainstream production away in terms of technique. What do you guys think about X's dead discussion? They're in a sort of genre that is actually dead, blah, 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 blah. But that's kind of why I hit it up the first three paragraphs there about it, which is that if you just stick to the mainstream, I think we kind of got spoiled too, to a certain extent, because like the radio actually played like good mainstream records, like good rappers were actually the norm. There was an actual like somewhat of a vetting process, right? And I think we hit this last podcast where we talk about is the lack of like labels signing people and developing, is that actually a bad thing or a good thing for hip-hop? Because a lot of bad music is coming out. There's no more development. Somebody goes viral and they throw a mic in front of them. Shit, what's that girl name? Bad Baby or whatever, right? She went fucking viral off Dr. Phil and they put out a rap record for around. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think a lot of times we've seen this kind of space where there was artist development earlier in the game, and then you've seen people come up, the Nas's of the world, the 50s of the world, the things of that nature. But then we hit a point where the viralness overtook artist development, and it became sign whoever can get clicks, right? We can always have somebody write some rhymes for you. We have CyHi come in here and write some shit for you, and you just repeat it, right? But now
they ain't even CyHi level bars. I mean, if anything, Sexy Red is like an industry plant. They be trying to say Doechii is. Sexy Red is literally not even serving any bars. I mean, she gives
no, that's how St. Louis women act. If you go to St. Louis, that's how they act.
I know there's a you know what I'm saying, she do have a 1-2. Okay, this is for the girls that want to be outside doing, but like honestly, to really talk shit about Doechii and say that's a plant when she's been putting in the work and she had to figure out her sound, and then we got Sexy Red that then popped up and went viral like instantly.
Did she go viral from? I don't even remember, bro.
I feel like she just landed and it was just like, oh shit.
No, it was the sex
Drake,
tape.
the Drake effect.
It was a sex tape. Yeah, it was that sex tape, wasn't it?
It was before that. What song was it?
Oh, okay.
Because it was literally at the Glorilla, and then like they literally came out at the same time, and it was just like boom.
I know she was hanging with that other girl that sold her soul and was crying. What the fuck is her name? I'm mixing up my terrible fucking rappers. But she came out with her at a certain point. Then they did that shit with NLE Chopper.
Oh, Suki Hani. See,
yeah.
There you go.
But Suki Hani ain't a rapper. She does some other stuff.
That's when I first seen 6 years. You know what I mean?
She rap a little bit in between. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's a
little combination. Yeah,
it's like Jocelyn.
Yeah.
I can rap, but I ain't rapping.
She can rap a little better than it's about the same. It's about the same.
Hey, but no cap. That Natalie Nunn song "The Baddies" is hard.
Shit. I mean, listen. I've been doing what I want. That shit fire. Okay, I ain't even gonna lie. I feel like somebody wrote it. Wait, listen. This one's for the ladies. They gonna feel represented. Okay.
D, you gotta play it on your birthday.
Nah, man, I'm good, bro. I'm not playing ski or no shit on my
whatever.
Ski in this bitch.
No. This is different. This is like, a little lighthearted vibe.
It's so different. It's not like anything you ever heard before.
Nah, bro. I think I'll pass. I'm gonna throw some Nas.
It was Pound Town, by the way. That was her first.
Oh,
yeah.
That's right. I had forgot about that. I erased that from my memory, and you brought it back. I don't know.
And then Nicki Minaj did the remix, and then Drake was like, "Oh, Sexy Red, that's my new best friend." You know what I'm saying?
But
so she did get the Drake effect.
Everybody needs a ratchet friend in their life.
Here you go with the Cat Williams. Everybody need a white friend.
If you look at Sexy Red, she's really pretty. You just gotta look at it.
You just gotta look at her. Now, I didn't say she was ugly. I just said I don't really think she's I think she's the plant that people say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I think overall, back to kind of we went off the rails like a motherfucker. I think hip hop is far from dead. You know, you pulled up the tweet right here. She was saying, screenshot of email I received today asking me to manufacture a controversy for engagement. The rage bait flooding your timelines is not accidental; it's by design. So you know that even kind of hits on the beef topic we was talking about, but. A lot of times this whole narrative should cause controversy in comments. For example, she redacted that. This is just an example. Please think of something different. Reminder, the focus needs to be on getting people to comment. Post it on TikTok and possible IG Reels. We need to boost the code as well after it's live. I think this might hit better if she said who the fuck did it. Because I mean, if somebody's trying to get you to manufacture
expose them.
Yeah, expose them.
Yeah, get sued out her drawers? Hell no.
Yeah, I mean, you supposed to be. I mean, it's LC with 15,000. I don't think she's gonna get sued out of it.
Listen, she need a burner, something. Multiple people got that email.
See, Lee being smart. Don't expose it on my platform.
Bunch of Kevin Durant's running around here, though.
Somebody can unblur these words. One of y'all tech specialists in here. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it done before.
Just turn the brightness up.
Yeah, somebody could do it.
So what do y'all think about the regional angle of it? Are we seeing the resurgence of the regional sound? Is that a good thing? Y'all think actually sounding like places where you're from? That's something that's palatable. I know that some people clowning. They was trying to clown La Russell kind of. It's like that bass sound is very distinct where it may not be palatable to everybody. But I think like a lot of people applaud the regional sound, but the regional sound may not lead to the Drakes of the world, right? The Drakes of the world are Drakes of the world because they sound like palatable to everybody. Y'all think an increase in the regional sound? And back to the list that we was talking about too. Do y'all thinking that those sound more regional or are they more palatable for everybody? You know what I'm saying?
As long as your region got a good sound. If your region don't got a good sound, you screwed.
See, I was gonna say first. I was gonna say Drake. I think is a region vulture. Like all he does is steal other people's regions and package it, you know, in a pop way, you know. But aside from that, I definitely think it's good, you know, to get back to it, and I think that's good for hip hop in general, just to have some diversity. Because you know, even though I love Southern music, but I didn't want to hear everybody rapping over trap beats. You know, so it's good to hear that diversity in music again, I
think. Yeah, I totally agree that he's a region vulture. That's perfect. Yeah, no, he likes to jump around and get the, you know, all the hype and energy from certain regions for a minute, pop it off a little bit, and then jump to the next. So, but yeah, I think the regional stuff is great. At minimum, you're gonna get just more variety, right? And then on the other hand, I like not having everybody sound the exact same, whether that's East Coast or Southern or mumble or certain styles or, you know, subgenres. It's like, yeah, spreading out the sound is a good thing for everybody.
Agreed. Although you might not get that level, like pop is always dominated the charts because pop is like relatable to everybody. I personally don't give a fuck about the charts, but I mean, it is something to be said about it being an influx of success in hip hop to make more people want to do it. So I guess it's a kind of a balance in there. You know what I'm saying? Like regional sounds, but do we even care if anybody blows up mainstream? Do we need a fucking Taylor Swift of rap for it to be successful? You know what I'm saying? I don't believe so. But
no, I don't think so. I don't think the charts dictate culture at all. So none of the charts, not even if not even mainstream like hip hop platforms and social media. I don't think that really represents the culture necessarily. So I think they all, to everybody's point earlier, I think they all have an agenda. So I don't think it represents what's accurate and what's actual talent and what's actual, you know, like quality. And so it's good. It's a good reference point, but good talking points. But I don't think that's the end all.
I mean, look at how Pitchfork ranks some of these projects that are worth higher grades. I feel like they might be getting a little payout. Like, hey, drop this review and make sure it's outlandish. And give Ice Spice a high score, and you'll be good.
It gets the crowd going. Yeah, definitely, man. It's just such a cheap way though of going about it. I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but if that is the case, that's just such. I mean, it was the same when I was growing up. Like all money ain't good money. You feel me? I think that's a case there. I think integrity at the end matters because money comes and goes, man. But if you basically smirch your name where people don't believe what you say, then that lasts forever. People gonna remember that you were the one who took the take. You were the one who fucking took the payola. No payola, like Obi say. You feel me? People gonna remember that. So
That's right.
yeah. All right. Any last thoughts on that joint before we move on? Going, gone. All right. Next topic we got at hand. Russ be talking. Russ on Jay-Z sending him some messages to B.Dot like 4 or 5 times after criticizing Roc Nation. So Russ recently called Roc Nations. If you don't remember, they did that 15% distribution fee. He called it madness. You know what I mean? It's madness. Arguing it's the same price as a major label, but without the services. Now we're hearing Jay-Z reportedly sent back channel messages through him through B.Dot. I think B.Dot had an interview talking earlier about how he talks to Jay, but that's neither here nor there. Is this just a billionaire protecting his brand, or does Russ have a point that the prestige of Roc Nation name is being used to overcharge independent artists for basically uploading their stuff and doing some promotion? But we'll play this a little bit.
Not directly.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get invited to the Roc Nation
Not
brunch.
directly. No, but it's cool, man. There's I'm cool with B.Dot,
Yeah.
and sometimes Jay-Z will like send him messages to tell me. That's happened like 4 or 5 times.
Oh shit.
And I'll be all right. Well, just tell him that. Can you give him my number? I'm happy to talk
We
to
can
him.
clear this up right
But
now.
it's always like it's always been super respectful, like mutually. You know what I
I
mean?
see.
And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
he knows after I told B.Dot, like it wasn't some knock on you. It was like
Yeah.
just talking about the economics of the
Yeah.
deal.
Of the whole thing.
Yeah.
If it was someone else, you would have said the same
But
thing.
that
Exact same thing, and I have.
It's valuable, even though like you get heat because people do need to know that kind
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah.
Like I mean, I've like worked with like indie distributors for my own like label, and like yeah, sometimes they like, I mean, I won't name names, but like
Yeah.
sometimes they do absolutely nothing and they want 15% of, and they'll be like, even for us to pitch like a Spotify, and you're not going to get on, you're just not going to the
It's not
playlist.
gonna happen.
Yeah, a lot of
Right.
finessing out there.
It's also that's not worth 15%.
Totally. Yeah.
It's just not.
At
You know
all.
what I mean?
I was going to ask.
I want my 15%. So how do we feel about I guess the main topic with the 15% distro? I think everybody's kind of doing the distro deals these days as is believed to be better. I guess you hold on to your masters in a lot of these deals. At the same time, you don't get the same thing as a label would get, whereas they're booking you for shows, where they're putting you in the studio with certain people. They're giving you a budget where you have this to spend or whatever, right? So basically distro, they distributing your music through the various channels, some level of promotion. Is that worth 15%? Would you pay 15% to be associated with Roc Nation while not having the Roc Nation chain? You feel me, to a certain extent? What do y'all think?
I think it's going to vary by artist, right? A little bit. I think some artists are going to be able to get more bang for their buck out of that, where maybe lower end and people that are still building up a little more, that might not be quite worth it. Or maybe it's the opposite. I'm not in it right now. I'm, haven't been dealing with that kind of stuff for a while, so I don't know 100%, but I would imagine it's one way or the other.
Could be. Anybody else?
This is when you gotta start playing the numbers game to really hey, that 15% with you, yes, I can get this reach, but I still gotta market this myself and all this other stuff. Like, you're gonna do the bare minimum. If I decide that I want to invest in, just having my song show up on a couple different platforms or have people review it, whatever the case is, like, can I get a bigger outcome out of that? And I think like what Obi said, it really depends on who you are. If you're more, I feel like if you're super underground, is Roc Nation really going to push you compared to somebody else that might already have some following behind them? Even if they pay the fee, it's going to be like, yeah, they pay the fee, but just give them a little put them over here with it.
Mhm.
So I do feel like it really depends on what you're looking to get out of it. Is your affiliation with a major label more important? And do you think people that are your fans gonna care about that? And people that are not your fans gonna care about that to listen to you? Or is it really, hey, I need to invest in a better producer and some studio time to get some better equipment, and I'm saying that 15% fee can help me. I could put some Instagram ads or whatever the fuck you want to buy ads for to help push my content to new people. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you could get more out of that.
Yeah.
I respect LaRussell's hustle, so I feel like he's been making smart business decisions. So in my mind, for him to do that must mean that for the economics makes sense for him, right? Because he's been making smart moves, and I look at it as kind of like, well, 15% of $1 million is better than 100% of $100, So if it's gonna help increase, his scope and be able to reach more folks, then it may make sense for him to do it, and it may make sense, like to your point earlier, Lee. It may make sense for some people to do it, and it may not make sense, for other folks. But I think for Russell specifically, I think it's probably a good decision just based on his previous moves.
I mean, I respect LaRussell's hustle. Definitely. I do think there is a level of aura, though. It's like when you did, what's that famous like thing was like, oh, lunch with Jay-Z or $500,000, like when you walk into the room and it's like Jay-Z is talking to you and relaying this stuff to you, the fan might come out in you a little bit. You might be like, I'm business, I know everything, but then it's like when your favorite artist that you grew up watching since you were in diapers is in front of you and pushing paperwork, you might break, right? You might make a decision.
I mean, and that's why you have to have somebody with you. So if you do geek out, you got your lawyer, somebody with you who isn't going to geek out and just going to read it.
And heavy on that part, the lawyer, not your best friend. That's also going to be fanning over Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying?
But if he or she's a lawyer, though, I mean,
yeah, they got to be like unbiased in the room. Like, okay, you're Jay-Z, but you're still ripping my client off. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, definitely.
It's still fuck Russ though, but he is kind of.
Wait, why fuck Russ? Why fuck me?
It was when Lil Peep died. He was like, "That what you get for taking drugs," and I'm like,
"Oh
shit, this ain't the right time. Like the nigga not even in the ground yet, and you already saying you shouldn't be taking drugs. Like nigga, wait, at least wait to let the nigga die first. Like, please let the family bury him, then talk shit about the dead. But like, if the nigga's still at the hospital, like, come on now.
Come back in 10 years and do a diss track, right?
I mean, it has been 10 years. It has been. You can do
it now. There is something. I'm trying to find a Mick Jenkins. He had a tweet where he was speaking about how he sold 4,200 copies of the album he released, the Type Shit. Here it goes. Only 4,200 people bought Type Shit, which he did direct to consumer, right? He said we've made $80K roughly on that project to date with no marketing budget. So if you can imagine LaRussell, who was doing probably better numbers than that, right? Direct to consumer. And back to your point, Justin, you feel me? Like, let's just say LaRussell did the same thing with 5,000 and did direct to consumer, and you made 100K or whatever, right? I don't know the logistics of the numbers of the deal he signed with the distro, but to me, like looking at the type of music that he makes, like I said, it's very regional. I like it, you feel me? But a lot of people don't really fuck with the bass sound. It's kind of hard, I think, to push that to mainstream on one hand, and at the same time, I don't think being associated with a label carries the cachet that it used to, particularly if you're like pushing your independence. Like if your whole like shtick is like, I'm independent. Even if you sign a distro deal, nobody's sitting here reading paperwork. The average person on fucking Twitter or Instagram's like, it's a distro deal though. So if you break down they're going to see you with Roc Nation. They're going to see you pushing posts with Jay-Z. They're going to assume you assigned to a 360 or whatever deal. I do think it kind of hurts your brand to a little bit, if that's what you're pushing. So I don't
Now
know.
people were giving him shit for it too, because it's kind of like if Russ was to do something like this, it's like, bro, you supposed to be Mr. Independent. What's going on?
Why didn't
You know?
Russell sign to a West Coast person? Why didn't he sign to TDE? Why would you go all the way to the East Coast to sign when your sound is from the West Coast? You might as well just did TDE.
Trying to push it out of the West, I guess.
Man,
Even offer, they gotta offer you a contract first. You feel?
Yeah, maybe they was trying to get him to sign without doing, like fully on the label, not like a distribution deal kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah, who the fuck is checking for Roc Nation in 20? Let's be honest here. Is Roc Nation making you buy a fucking listen to a disc in 2026? I don't fucking think so.
I mean, he might drop a surprise album since he just redid Dead Presidents.
He added the dash to the name, right? It's no longer J space Z, is J dash Z. All right.
If it ain't the Lil Wayne, Joel Santana Dead Presidents, I ain't listen to it.
Such a
That's crazy.
that mixtape they came together for was crazy. If Joel Santana teeth was in, Lil Wayne and him would kill some niggas.
Whatever.
In 2026?
In 2026.
Hey, Joel's was the best person in Dipset.
And what year are we talking?
Yeah, that's
whoa.
Yeah, what year? But I'm saying
better than Cam?
Yeah, I was about to say, hold on.
Old boy's ridiculously hard to beat. That song's ridiculous. Like, come on now.
You said the best in Dipset and Q's can't. You're telling me that at any point
take out Old Boy, Joel's the best.
Now you moving the goalpost.
Come on, Old Boys is this though? You can't get rid of Old Boy.
Just from a rap standpoint, Joel's ain't better than Cameron, dog. You wildin'.
I don't know, man.
Hands up if you think Joel's is better than Cameron. Hands up, panel.
I don't think so. I think Joel's is good, but not better.
I know,
good, but not better.
Alone on that. I know I stand alone, but
him and Jimbo is more of an even comparison.
Whoa, that's insane.
Nah, that's kind of crazy.
For my ears, it's like Jim, him, Cam. You know what I'm saying? Like this level.
Now, I wouldn't. If we saying now, I would actually say Jim Jones is better than current version of Joel's.
Yeah, currently, because he could. He probably still could lay something up there, but
Yeah, but
he tries.
Man, we all the way in we passed left field. I think we in the park.
I was gonna say, yeah.
But anyway, man, I think I'm supposed to crash dummy somebody, so let's do that. Intro.
Hey, Dad.
So before I announce the crash dummy, let's present Exhibit A.
Not all of it. No, you're right. There's some stuff out there but it's so crazy. I remember in 2016, before I did my research, I didn't know this. If it was 2016 and I knew it was so much bullshit in the 90s, I'd be like, yo, y'all fucking tripping. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of weak ass shit going on out there. And just to be, as a matter of fact, actually, you know what's so crazy to me? I think about all the time. I always think about the first song in hip hop. I hope this don't frighten me. He probably will. And I always think about a hip, a hop, a hip.
Rapper's Delight.
Hopping the boom. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be thinking like, damn, bro, y'all be really acting like we just got down. Like we just couldn't. Like we was the only niggas saying some shit that didn't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was hipping and hopping in. And I'm like, come on, bro, that shit was weak as hell, bro. Like niggas be acting like, no, bro, come on. Yeah, I do shoot my brother to the store and I went in the grocery store with him. Come on, bro. Yeah, acting like that shit wasn't weak. That shit was dumb weak, bro. But niggas be acting like we was the only ones that made some crazy shit. I think I agree with you. I do think that there was more intention, probably, right? You had more. You had a DMX and you had a Busta Rhymes and you had a Tupac and you had all these
Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah, all these. Yeah, of course, and, you know, yes, you had all these Prodigy and Mobb Deep. So you did have. There was a lot more. You know what I will say? I think that hip hop lost its like it's what's the word for like just like the way there was division. Like if you was from the West, you sounded like it. If you was from the North, you sounded like
yeah,
it.
I think the region. I feel like the internet removed.
I guess distinctiveness.
Yeah, and there was also I feel like a lot more subgenres back in the day because we'd be like because back in the day you would.
I truly hate one. Before I get into this, the one thing I really, really hate is when people be so happy to get interviews, they don't call people out on their bullshit. You cannot fucking sit here and listen to that. Listen to you insult the first and foremost, if it wasn't for the Sugar Hill Gang, dog, there wouldn't be no Lil Yachty. There wouldn't be anybody else in rap. That was the first mainstream rap record. The Curtis Blows of the world, the Grandmaster Flash, the Grandmaster Casses of the world, the Curtis Blow, everybody, right? Everybody Run DMCs of the world, right? It may not be the shit to you now, but these are your pioneers that made it so that you can sit up there with your chunky chains on and talk shit about the pioneers, right? And call it weak. It wasn't that you call it dated. It wasn't that you necessarily, and I don't think like Sugar Hill Gang, I don't think they made, I don't think like Rappers Delight is the pinnacle of lyricism, right? But you got to start somewhere, right? And that was one of the first hits that made hip hop or put hip hop on that mainstream level where we can actually talk about it and made it so that you can actually make money and people seen it as something where they can actually live off of and their art was actually appreciated to the point. So to sit there and see Lil Yachty, Little Boat, sit there and criticize these people and call it not just be like, yo, this is dated, this is not something I fuck with, but call it like trash, basically. You feel me? When you have lyrics like, me and my brother be balling like Eli and motherfucking Peyton, all these diamonds on Yachty, these diamonds on me, all these diamonds be skating, from the poet laureate Lil Yachty on his song Little Boat, right? You're basically spitting worse than the Sugar Hill Gang in 2026, dog. You know, have some appreciation. And this is the first time that he's kind of insulted the pioneers. He's talked shit before. It's starting to give off a lot of privilege, dog, words to the point where, why the fuck are you famous? That's why you have the nickname this week. Why the fuck is this dude famous? Broccoli was a long ass time ago. Broccoli was pre-motherfucking COVID, right? Why are you still here? Your 15 minutes been up, dog, right? I do not see being friends with Drake does not allow you to stick around for forever and ever and ever while you spitting trash, right? You know what I'm saying? So to me, I think you need to have way more respect for the pioneers of this game, have more respect for rap in general, and step your bars up before you talk shit about anybody. You feel me? Little Boat. So for that this week, dog, you got to get the big car. Take that. That's all we got. Any last thoughts on Mr. Boat?
Yeah, he sucks, dude. That shit was fucking annoying.
Yeah, I'm about to say he got some nerves acting like he's dropping some fucking introspective shit to push the needle.
Roc is in Poland. Didn't you know? Did you not hear the introspective?
Like that is literally the same shit, just modern day.
I could go on and on about how annoying that was.
But anyway, man, if you're ready, Mr. Justin, you're on deck, brother. So I'm gonna play your track. We're gonna put you backstage. We're gonna listen, talk, and then you come and you can, respond to us, let you know what you think. But here we go. So we're gonna play the intro to the DOD. Bear with me 1 second. So this week we have a track from The Juice called Hold On to Hope featuring Craig G. Everybody make sure you mute your mics and let's get to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on to hope. Yeah. Sometimes hope is all you have when life is bad. Maintaining positivity, negatives will drag. You're down a dark hole, but you gotta keep fighting. That tunnel feels dim, but your faith provides a light, friend. Your mindset's the thing you have in situations that may seem hopeless and filled with frustrations. Trust the Most High. You'll never trust Satan. He wants you to fold up your tent and be complacent. Wallow in your sadness and shut down the whole world. Instead, share some jewels from your life. Give them gold pearls, maybe diamonds, to help the next man shine. Make the world a better place from lessons Darjeeling minds. That'll complicate your life instead of simplifying. Focus on good, manifest it, you should try it. We all at some point will reach the end of our rope. That's when you tighten up your grip. Don't fall, hold on to hope.
Hold on to your hope, even if that's all you got. Hold on to your hope, even if that's all you got. The world is yours, but why would you want it? I just want the greatness and whatever comes with it. No trials without tribulations. I'm committed to a triumph without tragedy. I'm in it, limitless desire. My ambitions as a martyr. I gotta stay on my square. I can't falter. I got angel investors. I got equity in my divinity. We attract, we don't chase, and everything has a frequency. Negative thoughts are replaced, and I visualize frequently. I got gratitude for grace, and I peep the synchronicity. Stay optimistic, like sounds of blackness. When you're overwhelmed with adversities, and they got you in a choke. Nihilistic Socrates could have predicted if there was an easy way, I must have missed it. I was begging for death since I was like 11, but thank God I didn't give in to the depression. Hold on to your hope, even if that's all you got. Hold on to your hope, even if that's all you got. Still not sure if I have a purpose or if it's for me to determine. You were destined to win, but nobody told you when. Champions aren't born, they're forged in the fire. I know how hard it gets and feeling fatigued by failure, but I've been told fortune favors the bold, and I got goals I'm supposed to complete, but I gotta let go of the old me first. I'm an unstoppable force. I'm the juggernaut, bitch. One of one, I broke the mold. Sometimes when you gain perspective, you lose control. I had to learn to let go. You think you know, believe the prophecy to the pros. Just take the next step and the path will unfold. I was forced to be a stoic. I failed business in this diagnosis. Then I got fired. I was going through hell. Shit got real. I was beyond hopeless. But when the going gets tough, just keep going. Hold on to your hope.
There we have it. The Juice with Hold On to Your Hope. Did y'all hear that? Dale said he couldn't hear it.
I did. Yeah, I could hear it. I did see that message, though.
Okay. I just make sure. I heard it, Dale, so you need to get your shit together over that, dog. But, and it's crazy because you're going first. If you didn't hear it, I would take y'all first. Did you hear it? He was backstage. Did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard it. Sorry, my bad. I had to leave for some weird reason. As soon as you start playing it, it messed up, so I had to leave and come back.
Oh, that's why you're in the backstage or whatever. But so you heard the song. Your first thumbs up, thumbs down. What you got? You know your face is blocked right now.
So I forgot what song that was, but it reminded me of an old DMX song. Was it DMX? I forgot what it was. But anyways, I think it's a good starting point. Not every song, the first song that you really push or that you try to make a single is gonna like jump off the pages first. But I think it's a good jumping off point to know what your sound is, because like we said, we were talking about regional sounds and finding your own sound in, I guess, your region and finding your own self, basically. But I give it a thumbs up.
Oh, all right. Mr. Thumbs up. We got one thumbs up. Copy this motherfucker. Who's next up? Lee.
All right. So first of all, y'all make sure y'all go download. You know what I'm saying? Go show some love. For me, I really feel like it had a strong start. I feel like the bars with the beat were flowing well. I do feel like towards the second half was when I was starting to feel like I heard the lyrics, but I feel like it was like a lot of trying to put a lot of bars into one line, so it sounded like slightly off, but the content of the lyrics were pretty solid. So overall, I do give this a thumbs up.
All right, 2 thumbs up. So
where my man's from?
I actually don't know. We're gonna ask him when he comes back on. Obi, what you got, bro?
All right. I would like to know who was who on which verses. Not that it's going to change what I'm saying. I'm just saying I would like to know.
Mhm.
I would imagine that Craig G is the first verse, since it was only one verse from that artist. Like Lee, that first verse and the start was the best part for me. I thought the beat was good. The vibe of the track was good. Not 100% my style in the first place, but I was getting into it. The second and third verse and the hook I was kind of mixed on. I thought I wasn't as into the flow, to be honest. And that's a big thing for me personally, as much as, and I thought the lyrics were good. I did think the actual like lyrical content was decent there, but the flow I was having trouble getting into in the second half of the song, and it was enough that it kind of threw me out of it. So I'm actually going to have to give it a thumbs down on this one, unfortunately.
All right, we got one thumbs down. Appreciate the very constructive thoughts. You feel me? I'm last. I'm the deciding factor. You're gonna go 50% or you're gonna go through. I'm gonna say this. I like to start off with the positives, right? I definitely like the message of the song. It was very positive to hold on to hope, me knowing your story. And you can always share your story when you come back up, because I think that is a good thing to kind of let people know, you know what I'm saying, your motivation behind the project. But yeah, I liked the positive message, right? I liked that the beat was decent to me. I liked it, the kind of boom bap feel. I do kind of wish it was fleshed out a little bit more. I think maybe a little bit better on the mastering, right? I think it was parts where maybe the beat was kind of overpowering the lyrics. It just, the flow was off a little bit with that. But it wasn't nothing that's makes it unlistenable. I think also, so that's the positives. I think the hook was all right, man. I kind of want to hear a little bit more catchy hook, you know what I'm saying? I think the hook could have been worked on a little bit to me, just to kind of get you into the flow of the song and stuff like that. I did like the first verse. I think the first verse, so I'm not sure who rapped on who. The first verse definitely flowed. Second and third verse definitely was chasing the beat. Too many words, like Lee kind of hit on, too many words, trying to fit too many words into and that's kind of hard to do, especially when you're making like a conceptual song where you want to get your entire message across, but sometimes you got to kind of cut that shit down a little bit to fit everything in there, right? But that's comes with experience. The more you write, the more you get your pen game up, stuff like that. I'm not sure how many records you actually made. I know you got this project. I'm not sure if you rapped a lot before, but I'm sure you'll let me know. But it feels like you just need a little bit more time in the lab. I think it's a good start. I definitely hear the motivation, definitely love the story behind it. However, just for this particular song, I'm gonna have to go thumbs down just because the second and third verse was just too much chasing the beat for me. You know what I'm saying? It didn't flow cohesively. And like I said, all of that could be changed with just a little bit more time in the lab. So it's not like a huge deal. Just like any other thing, right? Any muscle you exercise, anything you do, the more you do it, the more you get better at it. You should hear some of these first podcasts I've ever done. They were terrible, right? But the more I did it, I got a little bit better. So I could definitely hear that, right? But I think the intention is great behind it. I think the motivation is there. Ultimately, you'll definitely get better as you do more of that. So that's what I got. I gotta go thumbs down though. So you got 50%. You got it. That's not terrible though. That's good. But I'm gonna bring you back up so you can respond as well. Mr. Justin, hopefully you heard everything backstage. The juice. What's up, man?
Hey everybody, I appreciate y'all listening. First of all, so yeah, I take all the feedback. So just to give y'all some context, I guess, kind of around the project and everything. So I'm 42, and I'm actually, excuse me, I'm actually at the end of my rap career. So this was my final kind of project. So for me, I got diagnosed with a terminal disease, Huntington's disease, back in back in June 2024. And it's something that's neurodegenerative. It's kind of like having Parkinson's and Alzheimer's at the same time. So it's something that affects your cognition, and it affects your motor skills and everything. And my mother passed away from it last year from the same thing, and it's something that's in the family. And for me, I wanted to make a kind of a final project where I solicited, like rappers like Craig G, who was the first artist on here, as well as for the whole album, I got other artists that I've connected with. People like Mike and Keys who produced.
I peeped that. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike who produced Nipsey Hussle, like a bunch of folks, right? And for me, it was just like I want to do this one last project, and I know that I'm not as sharp as I was when I was younger. I will say part of, if you guys hear some other music, kind of slightly behind the beat is part of my style. But I'm from Omaha, Nebraska, but I've been in Atlanta for almost 10 years. So just so y'all know, but for the album, I wanted to make it like I wanted it to sound like classic hip hop. So it's all supposed to, the entirety of it is supposed to evoke kind of that golden era hip hop. So I intentionally got like old school type beats and stuff like that from all these folks. And along with that, I've recorded it for like I spent 2.5 days in a tiny home recording it. So it was rushed, but it was intentional because I wanted to make sure I captured it all in one moment, because I didn't know if I was going to have any other time to do it to where I could be, lucid enough to do it, to be honest with you. So part of the mixing and the mastering of it was me wanting to make it feel a certain way, that kind of that anxiousness and that the rawness from it. So part of it, I wanted it to feel raw. I could have easily made it hyper, very polished and very clean, but to me that would have completely taken away from what I was trying to evoke. So that's part of why there's some rawness in the mix and the masters, because I wanted it to feel like somebody who's not just sonically, but I wanted to feel like you're feeling what I'm feeling as I'm going through it. It feels unrefined. It feels like there's some rawness in there. You know what I mean? So that was really actually intentional for most of it. Everything you guys are saying, I feel is totally legit, but I was very intentional about wanting to get to feel a certain way, if that makes sense. For my last project, I wanted it to it feel like when you're recording this. I don't know how old you guys are, but I was recording songs off of the TV and off of the radio, the tape player. I wanted it to, I wanted it to just feel like 90s, like let me get this song. I wanted it to feel like that. So part of it was being rushed and challenging myself in that way. Part of it was in the way that I mixed it, and it was unprofessional, to a degree, because I wanted it. I wanted to feel underground. You know what I mean? I wanted to feel raw. So if you guys hear some other music, you can hear that I want the songs to tell a story, and I want the textures and the tones all to tell a story, not just because it sounding clean is great, but there's so many other tones and textures in my mind.
Right.
That it can't everybody, you miss a lot. You miss a lot if you're with frequency. If you're just trying to sound polished, if that makes sense. And that's just from a musician standpoint, that's kind of where I was coming from with that. So everything you guys are saying is totally legit. I would say that part of it was intentional, but I accept all the feedback for sure. So I'm okay with everything everybody says. So that's kind of the context of it.
Definitely, and it's kind of like a disservice too, because like your story is so tied. Oh shit, my bad. You can't hear me?
I can hear you.
No,
I can hear you. Man, you got some issues going on, man.
Can you hear any of us?
I can hear y'all. I can't hear D.
That's crazy.
That is crazy, but I'm talking. We're fine. But anyway, it's kind of disservice that your story can't be so tied to the. You know what I mean? It's almost like it would be better to be like a DVD. That way, it's like, because by you saying that, it makes like a different perspective upon me hearing it. It's like that's intentional. Like the people who like Jimmy Herbo, you feel me, where he has that different flow. It's like, okay, this is your style. You feel me? So it's always like, and this is the first time we actually had artists. We haven't like listened before, like, and type comments or whatever, but we've never had them here to be able to tell their story, to let us know your mind or your mindset behind why you did what you did. So I think that's very dope. You know what I mean? It makes me want to go back and listen again. Like, okay, now I hear what you're trying to do that with the ruggedness of it. You know what I mean? So I definitely get that.
Yeah, your story is a huge part of that, and that's important to hear. And I'm really thankful you're here to tell us that, because we don't always get to hear that kind of stuff from artists, right? And we're also going off of we're going off of one listen, sometimes for our first listen, depending on our schedules and stuff like that. So I'm a big advocate of you don't just listen to something one time. right?
Facts.
I do reviews all the time. I give, most people don't know this, I give every artist probably at minimum 3 to 4 hours of my time per project, realistically, running through it at least, 3 to 4 times, but probably more than that, really. So this is a album I'm definitely going to check out. I want to get into more of your stuff. I want to hear more of this song and other songs. And your story, like I said, is a big part of that. And knowing about each artist is a big part of understanding their music.
Thank you for that. Yeah. And I will say, I know for me at least, I know I guess there's kind of two sides. I come from the artistic side where like I said, I want textures and I want unique sounds and I want things that sound interesting. But then, so I knew that going into it, when I made that decision from a recording and mixing standpoint, that I was going to turn certain people off, because some people just want it to sound good. That's kind of their metric, is, does it sound good? Does it bump? And I knew that was going to turn some people off, but I knew that for the purpose of this album is I didn't want it to have it sit there and just be something that sounded good, and then, like I said, like extract a lot of the emotion and stuff that, the rawness, like I was saying, from it. So I knew that was a risk that I was willing to take for the purpose of this album. So I totally get it. And I knew, I knew going into it, when like I said, I made that decision, that some people were just not going to feel it because it didn't sound polished, and I accepted that as part of the.
Why you gotta call me out, man? I come on, man.
No, I just know there's this. I know that's those sides. There's two sides of it. And I get it, because I've had those conversations with folks before because I come from a music background. So I've done stuff for other folks and all kind of stuff. So I understand, and when I'm mixing other folks' stuff, I make it as clean and sharp as possible, because that's what they want, right? But that's why I wanted to challenge the listeners in this aspect, because I wanted it to feel different, if that makes sense.
I got you.
Absolutely.
And we got the Instagram pulled up. Make sure y'all checked out the Juice Music. Definitely get those followers up, man. Like I said, a lot of clips of your story. I checked those out. Very dope.
Thank you.
Once again, like Obi said, I always throw the disclaimer out. He kind of still stole my shine a little bit, but it's all good.
Sorry.
Obi's the homie. But yeah, we never really try to just judge off somebody off one listen, because everybody has like a great body of work, and they may be a very versatile artist as well. The purpose of this whole segment is to get you to check the person out, right? So we're trying to break the algorithm here, which we're always trying to do, right? And make sure y'all check the person out, give the fair shake, particularly if they have a discography or something like that. Why one song may not resonate with you, another song may resonate with you, because hip hop particularly is very personable, right? It's very palatable to what you've been through in life, right? And with your story and what you've been through, you know what I'm saying? It definitely might resonate with a lot of people. You feel me? That's going through something similar, had a family member going through something similar. And I feel that you put that essence of that into this project. You know what I'm saying? So I love that positivity behind it. You feel me?
Well, thank you. That was definitely the intent. So there's 20 tracks, and it's all about accepting, being accepting of the, disease and death and, all that. But I come from a positive perspective, because I was able to deal with it in a healthy way, which, 5 years ago I couldn't have. I've been sober from drinking, and just doing work on myself and meditating and stuff like that is giving me a healthy perspective, and I think that's definitely necessary, especially in the hip hop. So, like I said, I would have been a wreck if I had the diagnosis 5 years ago. So I'm just grateful that I was able to transmit the the lyrics and the information and to get it out there while I still could. So for me, I just look at myself as a vessel, really, just to be able to transmit this information and hopefully some positivity and uplifting and some hope.
Like it. Going.
I'm about to call him. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, no, for real, yeah.
Jesus Christ, man.
Hey,
that was wrong.
Hey, brothers, strong man right there, man. Appreciate you. Are you sticking around for the rest of the show? You able to stick around a little bit?
I'm a pop out. Yeah, I'm old man, so it's my bedtime. So.
Yeah, it's my
hey, it's all good, man. How you think I feel? We about the same age.
But I really do. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys, having me, let me, like I said, crash the party, and being able to talk a little bit about the music and hearing your guys' feedback on it. You guys are dope. But I was, telling D via email, you guys' conversations are, so fun. Fun, just me, observing. So that's why I wanted to be a part of it. So thank you, D. Thank you, everybody. For your time and listening.
I appreciate you, man. Anytime you want to come through, brother, open invite, man. It was great hosting. Great having you, dog. Just let me know, man. It's open door.
Okay,
dog.
I might hold you up to that. I might come through.
Hey, right here.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, I downloaded the album. I'm gonna definitely give it a listen, man. And if you ever need anything, reach out. Don't be afraid to reach out.
Listen, I already got my sleeper pick for later. Y'all gonna ask me. I'm gonna tell y'all again. I will say it again.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
you know what? I would love to, if y'all don't mind, if y'all gonna go check it out. After y'all check it out, if you don't mind, D, sharing my email with them. If y'all could just tell me what y'all thought about the whole album as a project, so now that you've heard my story and kind of heard, what I was trying to accomplish with it,
right.
I'd love to hear your feedback on the entirety of it as a project. Because I'm really proud of it, so I definitely want y'all to take a listen, and I love to hear what y'all have to say about it.
Yes, sir. And
absolutely.
Yeah. Show notes as well. So
I followed you on IG, so yeah,
awesome.
for real. If you need anything, reach out.
Thanks,
I appreciate it. Yeah, y'all dope folks. So I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, appreciate you, brother. Have a good night,
100%.
All right, good night, y'all.
Thank you.
Peace out, bro.
Easy.
All right, there you have it. The Juice Music still has the Instagram pulled up. Let's make sure if I come back and I wake up in the morning and the follower count ain't up, I'm gonna be mad at y'all, man. Because 70 y'all in there right now. Make sure y'all share this as well. But yeah, get those followers up, man. Make sure y'all check my man's music out. Great story, bro.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's get into some funny shit behind that, because I think we need some funny shit now. We'll check out. This would piss me off. All right, little street hip hop for you.
You cop in the green, cause you going to jail because the lady is me. Girl, you going to jail. Said you going to jail tonight. The lady's going to jail. You're going to jail tonight. The lady's going to jail. Said you're going to jail tonight. The lady's going to jail. Said you're going to jail tonight. Baby, silence this to the rest. Get your butt up out of here, she got me impressed. Girl, you going to jail, you gotta confess. I'm the brother on the mic that's truly been blessed. And you know I got stress. Girl, you going to jail. Said that lady going to jail tonight. That lady's going to jail. So she's going to jail tonight. Talking about the shorty resisting arrest. And she on the corner, dog, got us all impressed. Shout out to my homie here, girl. I knew that video that you made. Yes, you in the black, man. I do it all day. I don't play no games, man. I'm hot like flame. On the microphone, you know what better do this, man. Shout out to the white lady, cause she going to jail. Everybody laughing, guess what? You going to hell. Better quit that, man. I'm with that. I gotta spit that. On the microphone, you know what brother gotta get that. And shout out to the shorty and the white and the black. Sidebar, white lady, girl, that booty is fat. Girl, you going to jail. Said you going to jail tonight. That lady going to jail. Said she going to jail tonight. That lady going to jail. Said she going to jail tonight, girl. That lady go. Hey, shorty in the black, your homie in the bag, right here. Send me that video. Give me real quick.
The lady's going to jail.
That's hilarious.
That's a hit. That is a hit, bro.
I want to know what he would have done if she wasn't going to go to jail. That's a bigger question. Like, what was he going to do?
I like Vegas, man. They be having them street rappers and shit out there. Ladies going to jail. All right, let's get into the topic. Our next topic at hand. Back to some serious business. Let's get ready to wrap it up. It's too soon. All right, we got Jay-Z argues that young rappers should want OGs to go further because it extends the runway for everybody. But the original person, Rose the Artist, claims the culture is dying because the 40-plus crowd won't move out the way. Is hip-hop a sport where you eventually have to retire to let the next generation lead? Or is moving out of the way just an excuse for a young generation that has yet managed to outcompete the vets of the game? So you see the original post down there with Rose, the artist rap is dying because it's always been a young, all caps, person's game. But the old men won't move out the way for the young ones. They're 40 plus, still trying to be the face of the culture. Let the youth lead. That's how rap stayed fresh for decades. And I'll play a little bit of this Jay. Somebody posted this Jay interview as a response.
And that's another thing I understand. Like, you know, like we, as a culture, we look at our OGs and be like trying to move them, where we should be trying to like go with them. Because the longer I stretch this out, the longer runway you have. Right? Because at some point, young people get old. We all gonna get old. Like at some point, we all gonna die and shit. It's just, that's a certainty of life. That's what makes it so exciting. While you're here, you better do the best you can because you only got a certain amount of time before you're not here anymore. So it gives urgency, or else you just be laying on the couch every day. Some people still do, but you know, just wasting your life away if you didn't say, man, I better start doing some shit because, you know what I mean? And just extending the runway.
That's kind of gist of what I'm trying to get at. Extending the runway. I don't know what the fuck that really means. I mean, it sounded great, but I also don't agree with the original poster. We got some great music this year from the Clips. We got some great music from Raekwon dropped this year. Ghost dropped this year. Nas dropped this year. Shit. So, but what do y'all think? Are the OGs kind of holding the runway hostage for the young people? What do y'all think, man?
I wouldn't say hostage, but at the same time, just like I said earlier, I don't want to hear you rapping about you being a dad. That's cool. If I'm a father, great. We can listen to father. What's that old song? I want to dance with my father again. We could do that.
Luther, man. You talking about Luther? We gotta be Luther status out here.
We could play. I could dance with my father again. We could do that, but like sometimes. Let's just say this: not every OG is Nas or the Clips. There's some OGs that don't sound that good, or some OGs that we don't want to hear from. And let's be honest, the OGs ain't putting out that much music. Next time Raekwon puts out an album, it's gonna probably be another 4 years. I can't bump Raekwon album for 4 years straight. I gotta get something new. Unless
yeah, but so
go ahead.
So are they standing in the way though? Or is that just an excuse for the youth that are popping off like they should be?
No, because like the OGs, you can rap. Go ahead and rap. But like, what's standing in my way? Like, nobody's trying to be Jay-Z no more. Niggas are just trying to be themselves. Like, if everybody was trying to be Jay-Z, Nas, Jim Jones, all those guys, like back in the old era, then yeah. Because everybody wanted to be Big Sean, Drake, and Wale. But at this time, nobody wants to be... No, that old saying, I don't want to be just like my idols. Like sometimes, like, hey, look, man, I seen Kanye West, he did some wild shit. I kind of want to be my idol or my OG. Because sometimes OGs do dumb shit. Or OGs don't know how to evolve with the times. Like Mickey Fax. Like when he said, oh man, back in the day, we used to diss everybody. Sometimes, nigga, I don't want to diss you. Sometimes, hey, if you want to diss me, hey, I'm on this couch eating noodles with my feet kicked up. Bro, we ain't got to go by them old times.
That's why you're not eating duck in Morocco, because you don't fucking extend out. You don't embrace
you ain't putting out no music
of hip hop, bro. You were first and foremost, you were ages, right?
Yeah, ages heavy on
that. Ages, dog. If hip hop is competitive sport, dog. If these young people putting out better music, I think they'll listen to them. Like, did Nas and them had the fucking like, oh, we can't rap because fucking Grandmaster Flash and them is out rapping. You know what I mean? Like, did they do that? No, they put out better music. You know what I mean?
Who was putting out music besides Nas and Jay-Z at their age?
It was plenty of people putting out music. You know what I mean?
It was only Mobb Deep, Nas, and Jay-Z.
Fucking Run DMC had a whole album came out like 95, dog.
Nigga, nobody was bumping Run DMC at 95 when we.
That's my point. That's my point. They got out rapped by the next generation coming.
No, they just got old. Nobody wants to see old niggas in Adidas.
Here we go.
Jay-Z
but that's
came out in a jersey right now. You gonna take your shirt off and be like, yeah, Blueprint 1, 2, Black Album. No, you gonna be like, okay, just put on a jersey.
But to your point, then they didn't move out of the way, right? They just got overtaken, and that's what needs to happen.
Yeah, because the youth are gonna take over the world. Juicy J said it like 10 years ago. The young niggas is gonna rule hip hop. He said that in like so many albums.
Because we're gonna die. Because old people die in the next year. It's not because you're putting out better music per se. It's because you get fucking old and you fucking gotta go to the old folks' home, dog.
Damn.
I'm just saying in general, you feel me? But if you're out rapping somebody, if rap is a competitive sport, we should always honor the competitive nature of it. So if you're putting out better music, then the music will overtake it. But that's not the way. The Clips are winning the awards. You know what I'm saying? Nas is getting the fucking kudos, right? Is that the market speaking for itself, or is them? Are they gatekeeping the young people? Do you think they're gatekeeping the young people?
Future is never winning a Grammy. Come on now. Future, well, hold on. Let me take it back. I don't know if he won a Grammy. I don't think Future won a Grammy. But like Future, Gucci Mane, them niggas ain't gonna get a Grammy. But the older vets,
they gonna get a Grammy.
Exactly. Like none of my favorite artists gonna get a Grammy. But hey, they did well in their career.
Hey, hold on. He got nominated. Okay.
Oh yeah, I would look myself.
I'm about to say, I
wait,
thought it was.
He got three. The Wait for You, King's Dead.
He got American Music Award. He got AMA, BET Award.
So
but I don't count
because of Kendrick,
because they took that song.
Drake and Towns.
Yeah, but nah, King's Dead.
Oh no, he got a Grammy.
Yeah,
he got a Grammy for King's Dead. Y'all can't rap around from that.
He got 2 Grammys.
Oh, I fuck with King's Dead. You know
yeah, but you can't rap
that's
around
a great
from
song.
it. It's the greatest song ever. That nigga got a Grammy for saying la-di-da-di-da.
I was gonna say, yeah, wasn't it?
That
it was something pretty minor.
I had to remember. I was like, wait, that's the one that
y'all niggas worship him. Y'all did that.
Got best melodic rap performance. What's this for?
That is crazy. Getting a Grammy for King's Dead verse is the most insane thing ever. See, nobody can say hip hop's dying if Future won a Grammy for that. You can't say that.
You go. I don't even know what the fuck the goalpost is with you, dog.
What do you mean?
I was gonna say
you over here. You over
How many
there.
times you play King's Dead? How many times you play King's Dead?
I played it a lot. I love that album.
You gotta meme that right there. How many times you play that song?
Nah.
Hip hop is for everyone. Typo. That's
I love that song.
Hip hop is Wu-Tang is for the
Grammy
children.
For that is crazy.
That shit is fire though. You know?
It is, but come on now, come on. That's like
Didn't like 3 6 Mafia win for like Hard Out Here for a Pimp? I mean, people win Grammys for shit. I mean, that's
I see that. But first of all, 3 6 Mafia won the award.
Wasn't that an Oscar or something? I feel like that was an Oscar.
That's even more.
That's even bigger. Like a fucking Oscar.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
which
is,
oh my God.
if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right. Yeah.
No, I think Obi is right. That's crazy. If Sipping on Some Scissors won an award, I'm never. Nobody can say. Matter of fact, nobody can say anything about hip hop or the awards anymore. If 3 6 Mafia won the award, you gotta let that slide.
But I will say, just going back to the original topic, I think that that we just hit on earlier, like the next generation coming up. I don't necessarily think that it's the young people, the mainstream is trying to push necessarily. I think that's kind of a failure. But I think it is possible, you know what I mean? The Marlon Crafts of the world, and the Nasons, you know what I'm saying? Like, they make good music that could possibly get a fucking Grammy Award. They are kind of bringing up the culture that On the Radar. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to glaze it too much, right? But they did show that, you know, hip hop does have this extra layer to it where the youth are taking it to that next step, man. Because I heard some raps doing that fucking ciphers like shit. So I think there is still something to be said about like the youth coming up. Once those people get kind of that cachet, they get that shine, which I think On the Radar definitely helped with that. You you can even see like some of those people views is going up and shit like that. So I think that's the next actual. I don't think it's the people that are trying to push the Sexy Reds and the Ice Spices of the world. It's gonna be the leading the next generation of hip hop. It's actually gonna be the Marlon Crafts of the world, right? The Nasons, the Rayvons. You know what I'm saying? So
do we care about awards anymore? Like serious, I'm not trying to be funny.
We got our own awards. We don't give a fuck about their awards.
Because I'm about to say, because I don't know, man. Like at this time of day, like the Grammys or all that, I don't think nobody gives a fuck about the Grammys anymore, unless like you're an old vet.
I feel like they say that, but then they get one. They're like, "Oh my god, I've been waiting."
That's
for
what I'm
this
saying.
moment."
Like if I get a Grammy,
crying and shit,
Mama, look.
So like.
I could charge $100,000 per verse now.
People say they
fuck
don't like
them. Fuck the
Billboard,
Grammys.
but they want the Grammys. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
If you won a Grammy right now, would you show up to? If you got nominated, I ain't gonna say won. If you got nominated for a Grammy, knowing what you know right now, because everybody here is kind of like rap before or whatever. Let's just say we're doing music, and they nominated. Would you show up? Would you?
Was that Justin Timberlake song "Suit and Tie"? I'm putting on a suit and tie. What you talking about?
You showing up? That's what you're saying, right? You're going.
James got an award. I'm in that bad boy. In the suit.
I mean, yeah, I think you probably get like a nice gift bag and shit with a little. And there's something like I'm going for sure. And if I want any trophy I can get.
You going for bad for body works?
I'm not no fucking loser. I'm here to win, but also fuck the Grammys. I'd rather have a Moon Man, probably. You know, I don't give a fuck. I'll take any trophy.
I mean, the Moon Man is fire.
I'm in the Moon Man
fire. I'll take
taking everybody's hand.
That's what I'm saying.
They're not the youth though, by traditional standards. Not to blow up their spot, but then mostly all my age would go, motherfucker, you young. I don't think people realize how young 30 fucking really is.
No, it's not, bro. No,
it is,
not
bro.
Young, bro.
Wait till you hit 40, 30, you'll be fucking young. I had a motherfucker come to my office today to talk to me. That motherfucker was like in Vietnam or some shit. And he was calling me like, yeah, young buck, you know, like, bro, age is such a relative fucking thing. And you're honestly kind of retarded until you're 30. I'll be honest with you. You're kind of fucking dumb as shit until you're about 30-ish. Like, you think you know some shit, you really don't know a lot of shit.
I miss the 20s, man. I used to do dumb shit in 20s, man. That was
But 30 is pretty young, Mr. Cloud. So don't sell yourself short. If you early 30s, bro, that's like the prime age. Eminem didn't even fucking make his hit record until like 29 or some shit, right? Slim Shady LP didn't come out till he was 29 years old. You know what I'm saying? DMX was damn near 30. I think he was in his 30s by the time he blew up. You know what I mean? So I think that's a very relative thing. Any last thoughts on that topic at hand? Nothing. All right, let's go on to Mr. Sonny Digital and pull up this tweet real quick.
Oh shoot! You got time?
What is that? You babysitting over there, dog? But shout out to Sonny Digital, man. He be having some of the most viral fucking tone deaf tweets I've ever seen. Most of y'all niggas ain't worth 30K. So the original, tell that to the producers out here asking 30K but can't get that because they don't have a cachet, a catch to ask for it. Most of y'all niggas ain't worth 30K a beat though. That's where the problem comes in. You gotta be real with yourself. So basically, Sonny Digital, and then he went on to say like, you know, like, if you don't ask for it, you're not going to get it type of shit. So there you have it. But the question is, in replies to Sonny tweets, one user argued that 30K, you're not paying for the quality of sound, you're paying for the name associated with it. Does a Sonny Digital or a Metro Boomin, Southside, whoever you want to pick, beat actually provide $29,000 more value to artist's career than a $1,000 beat from a talented unknown? Or is that price strictly a branding issue? I don't think any beat is worth 30K. At that point, you're not paying for the quality, you're paying for the name associated with the music. Would you pay 30K for a beat in 2026?
I feel like that person is right. First of all, it shouldn't. I'm not paying 30K a beat, but if you really feel like that name is gonna do what it's supposed to for you, then by all means go ahead. But I'm sure there's so many other underground producers which shit, maybe we need to talk about there more that you can go to that can make a beat that's probably better than the one he'll give you for 30K. Because you think he's charging the guys like Drake and Future them 30K? No, they're probably getting charged more. You know what I'm saying? That's probably like the entry level rate at that point. And it's not going to be anything out of this world. So, I mean, it really depends on what you feel like is important. Associating your name with this person, or hey, I'm gonna show you talent even if the beat is a fucking $1.
Yeah. I think it kind of can vary, right? I mean, it really it's tough to say, right? Because 30K a beat is a lot of money for sure. But it's, let's say you're Freddie Gibbs, and mind you, this is not how their relationship works anyways, right? But let's say Alchemist tells Freddie Gibbs it's 30K a beat. Well, that's like $300,000 for 10 tracks. So if you're getting a producer at a high enough level, right, and now you have an album with that producer, like that might be worth it. I don't know. I'm not advocating paying that kind of money for a beat personally, by any means. But if you're at that kind of level where you have 30K for one beat, and that's like a thought process that's even in your head, like maybe you're on a different type of time than I am. So, you know what I mean? I think it can vary for different people at different levels to a degree.
I agree with both Lee and Obi. Back in 2015, 13, I would have paid 30 to 40K for a Metro Boomin Southside, Sonny Digital, Metro at that time. 30K, that's nothing. That's because you gonna make that back. Now
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
where Lee is right at, is years later. There's more people out here than Metro and Southside, because I hate to say this, some of their sounds hasn't ascended or gotten any better. It stayed the same, which is a good thing. But if you want 2016 Southside Waka Flocka, go for it. But if you want,
yeah,
and this, that moved mountains. Let's not play that moved mountains. But yeah, there's other producers you could get from. There's other people. Now I wouldn't get Alchemist, because that's probably his price range is probably crazy high. But I think you can.
Oh yeah.
I think you can like Lee said, go get a producer, work with them, and like build rapport.
Yeah, I mean, for 30K, really, realistically, you could have multiple projects with multiple producers that have, you know, a lower quote unquote tier name, but still have solid fan bases that you can gain fans from and stuff like that. You know, 30K can go a long ways. So that's why I was saying I wouldn't advocate for it, but there are instances where it makes sense.
And if you had the bread too, if you got the bread, go ahead. But if you on a budget,
if you've got $31,000, don't spend $30,000 on a beat. You know what I mean? Like, don't empty your bank account for the one fucking beat, hoping that's gonna do it, because you're not.
Better be March Madness. That better be
literally.
You about to make it that booth.
Big fact. Yeah, I agree with that, definitely. And not to. I don't like to do this, but I have to do this, but because I think the perspective that Sonny Digital is coming from, and I just pulled them up, right? Sonny Digital hasn't had a charted single since 2020, dog. Yesterday's prices ain't today's price, dog. When Sonny Digital was making like hits and shit, I think it made sense to maybe make 30K or pay 30K for a produced beat by him. In 2026, I don't think that holds up at all, man. It is literally like people making albums, like real mainstream albums from type beat type art, like producers, right? They're literally going on BeatStars, dog, and finding shit they like and paying those people, and then just having somebody master it, or they'll bring a producer here to kind of like add something to it or whatever, right? A lot of times you'll see 3 or 4 fucking producers on a song. Like a lot of the songs, because we do a lot of the reviews and shit, I go to the credits and it'll be like 3 or 4 fucking producers on one track. You know what I'm saying? It's because they bought a beat from somebody and they had somebody come in, add some drums, add some snare, add a little 808, make it thump a little harder or something like that. But in 2026, with the streaming numbers where the music industry is right now, and labels not giving a budget like they used to, and that's a big thing, bro. And I'm sure Southside is, not Southside, Cloud is out there in the comments. I'm sure he can attest to this, that they used to give like budgets, like, okay, you have 100K for this project, you have 50K for this project. That's when people were throwing like, all right, 20K for a feature. You know what I mean? 40K to a producer, because you're not really fronting that bill. It's the label fronting that bill. If you're coming out of pocket, a lot of people would just pay $1,000 economically to some unknown producer in Poland who has a fucking great ass beat that you want to buy, and then going about it that way. So I think this perspective that he's talking about comes from like a different time. 6 years in the music game is a century. That's eternity, dog. So I think where he's coming from and the advice he's giving is coming from a different time in music, whereas nobody's probably paying 30K for a fucking beat. You got people faking streams, dog. Like they just rubbed like 2 million from 21 Savage latest fucking release. The streaming game does not allow people to pay 30K for a beat unless you just got it to throw away, dog. We are in inflationary times, dog. So I think Sonny Digital, and you see what he talked 2020, dog. It's on your screen. 2020 ain't 2026, dog. So I think it's a little bit different. So that's what I got, man.
That is a good song to produce for. After Party was hard.
Yeah, and
then Don Toliver moved on.
That's crazy.
He said, "How Travis gonna up my budget?" So we good.
I remember when Sonny Digital. I heard you heard Sonny Digital's tag in every Future song.
Yeah, many moons ago. Many moons.
Yeah.
He had a project. He had a like entire project. I heard, bro, back like when I was still burning CDs, dog. That 50 song, that I'm the Man shit, that was a
Sonny Digital rapping. When he was rapping, I was like, I was tuned in.
Yeah, he was rapping, dog, and he sold that track to 50 for whatever money. He threw Chris Brown on the fucking hook and made his money off of it, right? He literally sold the entire track, the lyrics and all, and just put 50 on it and threw fucking Chris Brown on the hook. Like I remember hearing that song, like, what the fuck?
hey, Chris Brown, what rapping was? Hey, I'll take that.
Nah, he was just singing the hook on that joint.
Oh,
but
no,
yeah,
no.
Man. But Sonny Digital has said some wild shit on it. If you people like, it's like, bro, go get in the booth, dog. Like get in the booth in 20. I need to hear a hit in the last 3 years before I can really take what your advice serious nowadays. This might have rang true 10 fucking years ago, but I'm not sure, dog. Any last thoughts on that joint, yo? All right, if nothing else, moving on. It's been 20 years since Saint Elsewhere and Odd Couple music has changed drastically. Danger Mouse has become a production titan. CeeLo's path has been electric. Do you think Gnarls Barkley sound is timeless to fit in 2026? And that comes behind the announcement here of a Gnarls Barkley album. First album in 20 years. They even got the track list down here, yo. Y'all gonna what's up with the wigs? Is that a wig, CeeLo?
I thought that was Ari Spears.
Come on, bro.
Hot comb press, yeah.
I thought that was Ari Spears is hilarious.
Yo.
I mean, is that what they look like now?
I don't know what the fuck this fit, but I know they paid this cat to promote a lot of shit. So I would assume they sent this picture to promote it. But we got the Gnarls Barkley album. What do y'all do you have any expectations, man? And do y'all think the sound could translate to now? That Danger Mouse, CeeLo Green. Are y'all looking forward to that joint? Has it been too long for you?
I mean, I'll go see what it sounded like, but I don't have any expectations, high or low.
I'll let Obi tell me how it sounds.
Obi do a first take.
If Obi says it's good, I'll give it a listen.
Nice. Hell yeah. Oh, man, I appreciate that, man. That's crazy.
No, if you say something's good, I'll be like, all right, man, we cool.
All right, man. It don't look like the hype. It don't look like the hype from the look. But
I'm a little nervous about it. I'm like trying to have just level expectations for it, but I'm definitely gonna listen to it. But yeah, we'll see.
Damn, 20 years. When was the last time I heard a No, he been featured on a lot of shit though. CeeLo does a lot of features. I give him that much.
Wait a minute. That's CeeLo Green.
What did you think?
Nigga, nah, that's not CeeLo Green.
This them on Apple.
Boy, what the?
They on some like.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I'm voting for Pedro shit. I get what they doing. I get it.
Oh, I do see that now. Yeah,
I
holy
get it.
shit. That took me a minute. That's weird.
I
That's
get
crazy.
it. The Napoleon Dynamite thing going on.
Yeah.
That might be cultural appropriation or something.
He's Pedro. Yeah.
I guess, man. It's CeeLo Green. I'll let it slide, but
Yeah, you know he always been an interesting motherfucker.
Yeah, he on some other shit, but I do look forward to it. I think part of also the original hype. Of
Real quick, look at this shit from 2008. This cover.
What?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, they wilding, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, they always been on some other shit. They was like one of the first tracks I heard, like it played on like what's that, Adult Swim and shit. They was playing like CeeLo shit, whatever. So you know they've been kind of out there on Adult Swim on if you fucking Cartoon Network late at night. They be on some other shit. So it's definitely out there, almost kind of MF Doom type of shit to me. You know what I mean?
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. MF Doom legendary.
But MF Doom on some other shit, dog, bro. If we go right now to like the fucking south and west side of Chicago and be like, yo, throw that Doom on, they're gonna be like, what?
I saw CeeLo and his son on the red carpet. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, that I was gonna say that was the last time I saw CeeLo, and he was
That was insane. They came out looking like insane clown posse. It was but it was father son love, so it's like we had to let it slide.
We had to let it slide. Yeah, we did let it slide. Right. Yeah, we did.
CeeLo be on some other shit. Yeah. I do like to see the veterans active though, dog. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I think that might be part of it, is that a lot of people seeing what old, and that's a good thing too, you know, fucking like what they say, rising tide lifts all ships. A lot of people seeing the older people actually have success on that level. So now they, you know, I think they're giving confidence to release something. Like, let me see what the fuck I can do. You know what I mean? If Raekwon can still fucking release some shit, I know I can get it.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah. I don't got a problem with it, honestly. We've been getting some gems out of this like resurgence of everyone like coming out.
Yeah, I think it's dope. I think it's dope, bro. You got fucking old ass Rolling Stones and shit still fucking touring. You know, Mick Jagger running around fucking still on stage. I think hip hop needs some of that shit. I am very happy to see the ageism die in hip hop, because I do think it's a lot of dope artists that didn't have the motivation on some Andre 3 Stack shit. Like, what am I gonna rap about? My colonoscopy? Nah, bro, you got a lot of fucking shit to rap about out here, bro. We want to hear that knowledge. So I for one, am a fan of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, we were just talking about the old guys getting out of the way. It's arguable that the young guys were in the way of the old guys getting back in the game in the first place.
They was like, hold on, youngin, let me show you how to do this shit.
Move over, youngin. Show you how to rap. All right. So where did Dale go, man? He disappearing and shit, moving the goalposts, pops out. But anyway, let's get ready to get up out of here. Our final segment under the algorithm. So if you guys have any sleeper picks, anybody you think we should check out, I probably need to start hitting y'all up earlier so I can actually put it on the Summer Jam screen and shit. But things I will figure out later on. Under the algorithm, if you have any artists that you want to promote, anybody you think is dope, anybody you listened to recently that you think people should check out, let me know. And here goes Dale back again.
All right, I got mine. I'll go first. I'm ready. So this was actually recommended to me by Cloud. I don't know if he's still watching or not. It's all right either way. But Freddie Old Soul. She's a rapper out of Chicago. Really, any song off this project, Water, Music, and Love, you could pick. I'm going to go with Down for the Ride. This album's from 2022, but it's a great album that I've been listening to a lot this week. Freddie Old Soul.
Freddie Old Soul. All right. I have to write that shit down. All right, whoever next, who you been listening to under the algorithm?
Well, shout out to Juice. That was one. And outside of that, this dude Captain Brick out of PA, one of his boys dropped a project called Rebel Renaissance. His name is GMS, and Captain Brick is a feature on the 12th song. It's called Deeper Than Blood. So I'm actually checking out the project and gonna see what he does with this guy. They both take turns like producing and rapping. So, very talented crowd out of PA. And not the Philly PA. This is the other part of Reading. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Dale, are you disciplining that child or so? What did you got going on, dog?
No, my niece was making beats on Roblox and she wanted to play it.
She got to kill on your ass.
I know.
Play it for the show. We want to hear.
I know that look.
Okay. You want to play it for him?
Ask her if she has any under the algorithm sleeper picks for this week.
She doesn't understand half that sentence.
Little Gracie's Corner.
It's her beat
Right.
on Roblox.
All right, we got to hear the Roblox. Yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
yeah.
There we go.
No, I ain't gonna lie. She was killing it. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
That's the sleep. Yeah, there we go. Y'all better listen
That's
to
the sleeper pick. Yeah,
you know
we're
what I'm
clapping
saying?
that up.
Future producers, all right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta gas the youngins up while they're young so they can keep going. All right.
But I can
That's
try.
right.
So,
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
We appreciate you. Bro. Roman Toyi, or whatever his name. I'm sorry, brother, I'm butchering your name, but he has a joint out with Mick Jenkins. That's very dope. Make sure y'all check him out. Let me pull up the name of this shit right here. Roman Vinyls. Roman Toyi, Mick Jenkins, Vinyls. So make sure y'all check that out. I think he has like 2 or 3 versions of that song with different people featuring on it. He has one with Mick Jenkins. Is another rapper he has on another one and another singer. So make sure y'all check out all the versions of it. But dope stuff, man. Kind of melodic type of shit. So I'm messing with it. Still, you got something? You got sleeper pick, dog?
It's not a sleeper pick, but it's like something I found randomly from a couple years ago. Robin Thicke's, I think, like 3rd album. What was it called? Damn, I have it right here.
What's his name?
Robin Thicke.
Robin Thicke. I know you're saying Robin Thicke.
Now, hey, I was searching. I wasn't searching. Funny enough, I was going.
I knew you was gonna say something funny as hell, bro.
Hey, when's the last time you listened to Robin Thicke? Exactly.
You really said Robin Thicke?
Yeah, he did.
When's the last time you listened to Robin Thicke?
That ain't a sleeper, dog.
That is a sleeper. No, none of these kids know who Robin Thicke is.
Because it got canceled.
Exactly. Who gonna know about a canceled nigga? Well, white man. Hey, nah. Hey, I don't care what nobody say. Hey, that's
We know. We've noticed.
But it's good though. Hey, to say, if you listen to old Robin Thicke when he was with Pharrell before this lawsuit, it was amazing. After the lawsuit, not so much.
All right, well, make sure y'all check out Robin, the underground artist called Robin fucking Thicke.
Check out this new guy named Robin Thicke. He's blowing up the air. It's ridiculous.
Oh shit! I got pain on my side. Check out Robin Thicke, everybody.
Yo.
I'm done, dog. I'm done. Let's get out of here, man. 117 people watching right now, mostly on fucking Twitter. We appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all share. Go to YouTube and leave a fucking comment to get the algorithm boosting us up and all that good shit. Because we still got to play the game. You know I hate the game, but we appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. Appreciate everybody in the comments. Shout out to Cloud, man. You're supposed to be up here, dog, but we'll give you a pass. I know you're working. But the last minute, I always give it out here or give the last minute to my esteemed co-hosts because they are all talented creators in their own path, all working on different things going on. So I'm gonna throw it out to Lee first. What you working on, yeah?
What's up, everybody? Got another episode coming out this week. Listening to underground music, of course, and mainstream. So if you like that combination, come check me out. Occasionally, I'm talking a little shit. I'm talking shit all the time, but you know, I'll be fair.
Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, well,
I'm still here.
I'll
My
start.
cheese.
I was gonna say I'm gonna start talking. I'll just go. I'm gonna jump in. So I've been, come check me out. Obi Tries Kenobi Reviews on Instagram. For March, I'm doing a woman MC album every day. That's the goal. I did it last year. Once I remembered that I was thinking about doing it. This year, thankfully, I remembered early. So that's what I'm working on. And just lots of requests, backed up on requests. Doing my mashup videos, just come check it out. Say what's up.
That's what's up, yo. Appreciate you. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
That's good. People's like an hour, 2 hours. We're getting the fuck out of here. Dale, what you working on,
homie? I got more reaction videos coming out soon. Actually, I got a new video coming out Monday. Style Beats and Podcast, the Instagram, or Style Beats and Creative Labs, the YouTube. Yeah, what she said. But yeah, I'm doing more YouTube videos, and I got another video coming out Monday afternoon. So I got a couple of reactions coming.
I think it will be weirder.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, man.
Awesome.
Love to see everybody working. I'm gonna give a group ho. First time for everything. Appreciate y'all coming through, man. Of course, I'm just working here, man, trying to get this platform crack-a-lacking like we always do, man. Trying to do different things, switch it up. I do think it's dope. I'm gonna try to have more artists on for the DOD dub. I think that was very dope because we actually get to hear the person's perspective on top of the music, why they made the choices that they made and stuff like that. So I think that might be something we try to continue going forward. Outside of that, I'm gonna be listening to music, putting up reviews, staying up late and fucking posting shit and all that good shit. Outside of that, man, I appreciate my esteemed panel. I appreciate the entire staff and crew. I appreciate all 121 of y'all tuning in. Let's get that up. You feel me? Make sure y'all check out the replay and share it because we are here for the culture. We're not here for the bucks, right? Although the bucks will be nice one day, but whatever. But we're here. Integrity. That's one. No payola. So we're just here to make sure that we promote the culture positively and make sure that we are here to provide, analysis and knowledge and whatever we can provide for the culture and for our listeners and for the audience in general. So we appreciate everybody that tunes into us. Outside of that, that's all I got, man. So on behalf of everybody, I got to say peace.